It's too early to recall. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a glorious Monday. So today, guys, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. People have been requesting me play some more of My Summer Car. So I was like, hell yeah, we're going to do this, man. It's going to be awesome. But another thing is a lot of people seem to be struggling with My Summer Car. Now, I've been reading comments, people like, this has happened, that's happened, I don't know what's going on, can you please help? So yeah, I decided I'm going to do a somewhat tutorial series, but a somewhat playthrough at the same time. I'm going to be going through step by step on what part goes where. There's going to be some kind of like weird cuts and stuff, so it's going to be obviously edited, you know, it's got to be edited, man. But I'm going to try my best to give you a tutorial as well as a playthrough. It's going to be god dang awesome. Also, guys, as well, the last video, we crushed the likes. I asked if we could get 50 likes on that video, and I think we're around 85 now, and that's just so yeah, on this video, guys, can we get 80 likes on this video? Let's just up it every time, alright? Also, guys, if you look in the description, there is a link to a straw poll. I want you all to vote, please. If you click the link, you'll know what I mean. Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot, and I literally have no idea. Also, guys, do you like this? Do you want me over there, here, anywhere? This is up to you, guys. I want to make this channel all about you, not about myself. I want to make it pleasant for you to watch. We've got no weird crappy dubstep music, because a lot of people have been yelling at me for this. Just god dang, man, just what the if a lot of you don't understand that was for a stream, it wasn't made for YouTube. I'm sorry, man, it was meant for god dang Twitch. Also, guys, there is a link in the description. Did you know what I mean? So, guys, we're going to start a new profile, and we're going to call ourselves... God dang it! So, we're going to start a new profile, guys. Let's do this, man. Our first name is going to be The. Our last name is The. No. We're called British Brotherhood, and then... And then our first name is going to be The British Brotherhood. We're turning permadeath off. We have a very, very beautiful and well thought out picture, guys. It took me a long time to take that picture. I had to deform my face and everything. But let's just get into it, man. So, guys, as I was saying, this is a somewhat tutorial on how to build the car. Now, I'm gonna derp, but hey ho. I've played it a few times. I kind of know how the car works, where the hidden bolts are, and all that jazzy stuff. So we're just gonna get straight into it. But first, guys, I've got to show you something amazing, alright? These freaking posters are legit, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you in the comments will love this. Are you ready? Here is picture numero 1. Number 2. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's so kawaii. Just look at it, man. It's beautiful. And we have the last one. Yes. Praise Doge, guys. Praise Doge. So the first one we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go out here and we are going to start building the engine. I'm going to try my best to go over everything. Make sure I don't cut anything out that is important. But yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, go to your toolbox, press F. Pretty sure you know how to do that, right? Good. Next step, we need the engine block. Check. Next up, we need the crankshaft, guys. So we're going to grab that real quickly. There we go. So what we want to do here, chat, is we want to plop this down. We want to rotate the engine a little bit. We want to plop the crankshaft in the engine like so. Now, a lot of people probably going to miss this, and I don't blame them for it. A lot of people don't know how cars work, but they want to feel the awesomeness of the game. But here we go. Main bearing. Now, this, I believe, always starts out the wrong way and can become very frustrating. But it seems to want to work, so it doesn't matter. God dang it, man. And we'll put all these on there like so. La-di-da-di-da. Di-di-di-do. And then we're going to tighten them up. So to tighten these up, guys, to select the spanners, hit 2 on your keyboard. Now, I don't know what spanner this is, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Let's just do this, man. I have no fucking idea. Can I have the right spanner? Thank you. Then we're just going to scroll like a boss. So once you've got all your boys? What the shit? So once you got... Okay. So once you got all your bolts tightened up, guys, the next thing you want to grab is the pistons. Now, these are pretty beautiful specimens, as you see, and they can be quite fiddly to get in. So what I usually do is I will point them into the cylinders just like so, and you're usually going fairly easy, and we'll do that for the rest of them. So once you've got all your pistons in, guys, it's now time to tighten up the bolts of awesomeness. Now make sure you tighten these up fully, or you will run into some serious issues, guys. And I know a few people who have done this, so don't worry yourself. It happens, alright, it happens. So we're gonna tighten all these up, and it's gonna be goddamn beautiful, man. So once you've got all your bolts tightened up, guys, it's time to move on to the next step. Now, there's a few ways you can go about this. You can go ahead and start putting the flywheel on and everything, but pretty pointless, alright. You could start putting the cogs on, the water pump, but I like to build upwards and out. You know what I mean? Upwards and out. So So next thing you want to grab, guys, is this beautiful little thing over here called a head gasket. That literally just plops on there, no screws, no nothing. Okay, beautiful. Next thing we want to grab, guys, is the cylinder head, and we just plop that on like so. And obviously next we need to tighten up the bolts. There you go. Now they're tightened up, guys. It's now time to move on to the next step. So what we're going to do now, we are going to go to this side of the engine. So the first thing we need to grab is the camshaft. Here we go. Look, this beautiful little specimen. You can put this in however you want. Basically, it will go in there, look, and then but basically it goes in, and the flatter end of the camshaft comes towards this side of the engine, guys. Do remember this. And then again, we have some little bolts to tighten up. Now this can get very frustrating, guys. It can get very frustrating, but he has added the zoom function back in. It was removed, but due to high demand, he added it back, which is absolutely amazeballs. The next thing we want to grab is the camshaft gear, guys. So we're going to get the camshaft gear, and we're just going to plop it on the camshaft just like so. And yes, as always, there is a bolt. Now I'm not sure what size spanners you need for half of this car, but it's just a guessing game. The way I figure it out is I go smallest to biggest. This is pretty much the easiest way to go about it. The next thing you want to put on is that chain of swaggy-tiddledness. Don't know what that means, but it's fine. There we go. There is the chain of swagginess. Ignore me, it's fine. Next thing you want to get, let me see. Let's look on the shelf. There we go. We want to get this water pump cover, or whatever you want to call it. Now that can be fiddly to put on sometimes, but it seems he has optimized it a little bit better than the first release, so it's all good, baby. And I believe there are 6 bolts on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I might be wrong. 5 and 6. I was correct. There are 6 bolts, guys. Do not miss any bolts, by the way, or your engine will literally fall to pieces. Okay? Bad news, man. It's bad news. So the next thing we are going to grab is thy water pump. When I find it, there it is. Look, there is the water pump that just plops on there like so. And then again, we want to get the spanner. I believe this is yeah, there we go, there we go. So once you have got all 5 bolts tightened up on the water pump, it is time to move to the other side of the engine, guys. So we're going to flip this around. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go, there we go. Now we are going to get the engine plate like a boss. It requires no screws, guys. Don't worry yourself. It's all good. As well, there may be some weird editing and cuts in this, because I may derp and forget something. I'll have to go blah blah blah. You understand, alright? You understand. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. The next item is, do you know what? We're gonna make this easy for ourselves, because it can be a pain to put on after. We are gonna put the starter motor on now. That is the wrong way, but it's fine. Don't even worry yourself. Don't even worry yourself. We've already got the correct spanner. Look at this, guys. So once you've tightened the starter motor up, apparently you're going to get a phone call. So let's go and answer it and see what it is. Now, I'm going to actually unplug the phone for this tutorial video thing, because it's just going to get rather annoying. And I'm pretty sure it's something about sewage. Flatbed of firewood. How about... Nah. Recording this, by the way, as a tutorial and a kind of playthrough is kind of weird for me. So if you find that the video is very strange or just not right or not entertaining, do let me know in the comments, alright? You gotta let me know these things, man. Again, we've got the right spanner. Oh, we are beasting this, guys. Oh, we're gonna tighten up all these 6 bolts on the flywheel. Now, I feel like a lot of people may struggle with the clutch if they haven't built the car before or seen any videos or tutorials. It took me a few seconds to figure out, but basically you get the clutch plate and boop, and you get this and then boop, and then you've got the 3 pieces, and there you go. And now we've got 6 bolts to tighten up, like so. See, this is how quick you can build the engine. Once you know what you're doing, it's fast and easy. Now I've said that, I'm probably going to miss something, and it's going to be hilarious when I finish the tutorial and my car explodes into 1,000 pieces. God dang it. Right. So, what do we do now is the real question. What do we do, okay? We're going to flip the engine back around. We're going to start working on this side again. And we are going to put on the crankshaft pulley. Like so. We're going to tighten this bolt up. We don't have the correct spanner, obviously. There we go. So once you've got that on, then we're going to go and get the water pump pulley. Like so, which looks like a weird wheel until you put it on. It's all good. It's all a guessing game with these spanners, but I'm not doing half bad. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Next thing on the agenda is the alternator. So grab your alternator, guys, and plonk this on the side of the engine. Plonk this on the side of the engine. Get on the some technical difficulties. There we go. Like a boss. Bolt that up there. There's also a bolt at the back. Do not miss it. Let's see. No. Nope. No. There we go. There we go. Right, now a lot of people, I've seen this in the comments recently, saying they have a squeaky belt and stuff. Basically, when you look over the alternator, you have a hand. You need to scroll. As far as I'm aware, scroll all the way out. Okay? Scroll all the way out. But what we're going to do is, we're going to leave that screw for now. Don't tighten it up yet, because we're going to head to the shop in a moment or two. And we are going to get the fan belt. I think that's what it's called in here. It's called the fan belt, cam belt. Fan belt, auxiliary belt. God dang it! So once you have your alternator partially bolted on, guys, remember this, partially bolted on, or you may run into issues or something. Next thing we are going to add is the rocker shaft, like a boss. And then we're going to tighten it up, obviously, guys, to tighten up all the bolts on the top of the rocker. Simple dimple dongles. It's all good, man. It's all good. Also, I would just like to know, I've come from a streaming background, so it's going to be hard to, like, change the way I talk to you guys. It shouldn't take too long because I've done YouTube in the past. Just gotta get used to it. Nice. We just gotta get used to it, man. It's all good. Right. What is next? I'm gonna leave you to figure it. I'm joking. I'm joking. We're gonna go through it together. Don't worry. It's fine. Next, what we're gonna put on, just for ease of use or whatever you want to call it, we're gonna put on the oil filter. Make sure you screw this on. You remember this? Screw it on. Make sure it's screwed on or oil is gonna piss everywhere. Job done. Next thing we're gonna put on is the distributor. We have a sneaky little ball at the back. Okay, let's screw this on like a fucking pro. Next thing we are going to do is the spark plug. Now I've seen a lot of people in the comments actually saying they're struggling to put the spark plugs in. Literally pick it up like this. Aim towards the hole. And now I see what they was talking about. Okay, guys, so I have found that the spark plugs, for some weird reason, are definitely buggier in this version. But as you can see, I am able to put them in. If you're coming from the side of the engine, there should be a tick. Very awkward, very weird, so I'm guessing you've got to come in from the side of the engine to fit these now. Not sure why. I will let the dev. No, don't you goddamn worry, man. So plonk that in and make sure, again, you tighten them up, or your spark plugs will more than likely pop out. And we're going to see if we can do this again. We'll get it in the right angle. These are going to be tricky to put in. I'm not sure why they've become tricky, but I guess it's just a little bit broken. God dang it. Unless they are numbered, they could be numbered, because it seems like it won't go in this one, but it'll go in this one just fine. God knows, man. Okay, I can confirm these are apparently numbered now. They never used to be numbered. So you've got spark plug 1, spark plug 2, spark plug 3, and spark plug 4. So number 1 goes to the water pump side and number 4 goes to the flywheel side. Remember this? Voice is gone. Just make sure you've screwed them all in tightly. Job well done. Next thing on the agenda, let us see. We're just gonna, I tell you what, you know what we're gonna add? We are gonna put, whoa. Hello, baby. Next thing we are going to add is the electronics, because it's just ease of access. Why the hell not? You don't need any bolts just yet, but if you can see, there are 2 bolts on this little capacitor bank thingy, which screw into the chassis leg of the car. So do not forget about these. But yeah. So guys, the worst thing that could possibly happen to a YouTuber is their recording becomes corrupt halfway through a video. So I've literally just had to come back into the game, strip all the parts back off the engine to where the video corrupt, and I'm gonna have to redo it again. So the second part of this video from now on may be a little bit weird, because I'm gonna forget half the stuff I've done, but we're not far from done. I god dang hate my OBS right now, guys. What the fuck is going on? But anyway, as you can now see, my engine is now on an engine hoist. Now, I'm going to briefly tell you how to get it onto the hoist. It is very simple. You jack the jack all the way to the floor. You want to pick up the engine and place the engine on the floor. And then you want to lower these arms down over the engine, pretty much how they are now. And then you want to tighten the bolts up. There's one here and one hidden in the engine somewhere. You want to tighten them up, and then you want to go to the bathroom, go to the toilet, and it will save and quit. Rejoin the game and your engine will be like this once you log back in. So, without further ado, man, let's get this thing built. So, the next thing we are going to do, my fellow little YouTube papers, we are going to not put that on. We're going to put the sump on. We're just going to bolt this up on, to look underneath it, and kabam! Like a boss. I've already got the right spanner. The spanner is the third spanner in this set, and we're going to tighten these up, boys and girls. Make sure you get all of them. There's one here, a one here. There is a one here, hidden in the corner, as you can see, right in the corner. There is one here. There is a one here, and a one here. And another one here. There's also, guys, there is one at the bottom. So let's get the right spanner. Hopefully we can trick shot this. Oh, look at that. Look at that, man. Right, after you have your sump bolted on, or your oil pan, depending on what you call it. Oil pan, sump. In Britain, we call it a sump, so I'm going to call it a sump. So now we are going to put on the rocker cover when we find the correct spanner. We found it. So make sure you get all 6 bolts tightened up, 3 on either side. Whoa! Okay, so now that we have that on, it is time to move on to the next part of the engine. Also, a heads up, I may have said something in the old recording, and I probably, I cannot remember what I've said. So I'm gonna be bummed if I forget to say anything in this video. I honestly can't believe this just happened. It's like the worst thing that could ever happen. But anyway, we're going to put the carburetor on next. It goes on the back over here, just like so. And we have 4 bolts for this conspicuous son of a sausage. When I can find the spanner, there we go. So we've got 1 there on the top, 1 on the lower left, 1 on the lower right, and 1 at the top left. Come on, got him. Okay, now we have that bolted on for the second gosh darn time. It is time to move on to the exhaust manifold. Oh, baby. So you just want to plop that on. Oh, whoopsie. So you just want to plop that on like so, and you have 5 bolts on this one, I believe. So you got 1 right here, 1 right here. You have 1 hiding behind here. It is in the middle at the back. You have 1 here, and you also have 1 at the top left, obviously. Next item. The next thing that we are going to put on this jazzy engine is the fuel pump, because if you do this after, it can become a real pain in the backside to bolt on. There we go, look, so beautiful. It's coming together. We are not far from finishing this beautiful little engine, guys. Oh, baby. So once you've bolted on your fuel pump, that's all you got to do for the fuel lines and fuel pumps. It's all good. Next step. For the next step, we are going to put the gearbox onto this suave little engine. It goes on just like so, a badonky donk. You have 6 bolts on the side, front of the engine, whichever side you want to call it. 1 there, 1 there, 1 lower down is the same on the other side. Saggy, painy, saggy. I'm still bummed about the recording breaking. Like, why? Why me, mate? What the did I do to you, bruh? You also have a little bolt here. Well, I mean, it's not really little, but you know what I'm saying. Let me find the correct spanner. Where the bloody hell is it? Got it. So after you have bolted that on, we are going to get the drive gear, which is this little doodad over here. We are going to go to this side of the engine, and it goes just like this. Beautiful and conspicuous. Zoink. I believe it's the second spanner. It is indeed. So we've got 6 bolts on the final drive. Don't forget this, cause right, you know what happened to me last time I built a car? I didn't put all the bolts in all the way, and well, I was driving along. You'll probably see it in the first video. Driving along like a boss. Next thing you know, boomf. And yeah, it fell out. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, man. Right, once you got your final drive on, we are nearly close to completion of the basics for the engine. The next thing to do is the air filter. Now, a lot of people do say in forums, so you need to tune the engine, turn the idle screw, blah, blah, blah. I never really have issues every time I build a car. As long as you build it right, the idle screw isn't too important. As long as you can get it to the repair station, you are good. There are 2 bolts on the back of this, by the way, peeps. Also, I keep saying guys. If you can think of a better word than guys, like peeps, my bros, I obviously don't want to use bros, because then I'm going to get called PewDiePie, and we can't be having that now, can we? Okay, well, it seems we have finished up the first part of this tutorial. Here you go. Here is a beautiful looking engine. This is how your engine should look. If you feel like you missed anything, just go back through the video. Again, if the video seems like different, like the first half may be different to the second half, it's literally it is literally because the second half of the video broke. Like why me? First video back to YouTube. You know what I mean? It's just like, it just wants to hate on. Wants to goddamn hate on me. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit subscribe. Become part of this Illuminati thing. You know, it's pretty insane. I hope you enjoyed the first part. The second part, we are going to be putting the running gear on the car, which is just out there, as you can see it in this beautiful habitat. I wish there was an easier way to get that car into this garage, but there isn't. So we're going to have to put the running gear on it, and then we're going to push it in and dent it to all holy balls, which is going to be absolutely amazing. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in part 2, which will be tomorrow, so keep an eye out for it. And as always, guys, goodbye!